on News Prime. Former Kaduna State Governor El Rufai denies allegations as trial continues. In business, Central Bank of Nigeria records highest external reserve in 17 years. And on the foreign scene, Ethiopia's ruling party wins a landslide legislative election. And in sports, Imo Football Association State League opens in Owerri with 17 clubs. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. Now, a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365, Star Times channel 276, and Free TV. Now, the news in full. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai has again appeared before the Federal High Court in Abuja as trial continues in a criminal case instituted by the federal government. Now, the case borders on alleged national security and cyber-related communication offences under the Cyber Crimes Amendment Act, Ubong Usoro reports.
Court filings show the charges stem from comments allegedly made by El-Rufai during a February 13, 2026 television interview. He was said to have claimed that he and others had knowledge of or involved in the interception of communication involving the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. Prosecutors said the remarks formed the basis of the charges before the court. The matter also touches on the alleged unlawful interception of telephone communication and failure to report those involved under provisions of the Cybercrime Act and the Nigerian Communications Act. El-Rufai, however, has consistently denied all allegations. The case is separate from other corruption-related matters being handled by the Anti-Graft Agency in different jurisdictions. Further hearings are expected as proceedings continue. Ubong Usoro, Global TV News.
Abuja, candidate of the African Action Omoyele Sowore to be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center for failing to appear before the court on Tuesday, 16th of June 2026. Again, Ubong Usoro.
The case, filed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria, involves multiple counts bordering on alleged cyber-related offenses and statements considered to be defamatory and capable of causing public disorder. The trial has been ongoing since 2025, with Sowore consistently denying the allegations. Omoyele Sowore, speaking to journalists, said he is prepared to go to prison, adding that he will come out more resolute and stronger.
They must insist on sending me to prison until Wednesday. But guess what? I'm prepared. I brought my prison bag with me. And I told the judge who said he can't increase himself. And when they're ready, nobody should be surprised. I am predicted to before now that all these things are going to happen.
Rex Elanu, the publicity secretary of the African Action Congress, said the ruling betrayed the Nigerian people, adding that the courts should be more focused on tackling issues of terrorism, corruption, and insecurity.
Nigerians are hungry, they are insecure, they are dying, they are indebted, there's so much hunger in the land, starvation in the land. People have left their communities, they have left their farms, they are languishing in IDP camps. These same security agents that are hungry, the same ones we fought for, who don't have reasonable living wages or pension, they are the ones we put on that sun to come and intimidate protesters.
Sowore is expected to remain in custody at the Kuje Correctional Center pending further court directive. He is also expected to return to court on Wednesday, 25 June 2026, when further judicial decisions in the case are anticipated. The case continues to draw attention as legal arguments proceed at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Ubong Usoro, Global TV News.
Suspected bandits have abducted the wife and son of the chairman of All Progressive Congress (APC) in Yari local government area of Kebbi State, Yusuf Al-Hassan. The incident was disclosed in a post shared on X by security analyst and conflict reporter Mohammed Bakistin. Information obtained by Bakistin indicates that attackers stormed Al-Hassan's residence in the locust area of Yaru around midnight and whisked away the two victims to an undisclosed location. Now, in the meantime, troops of Operation Fashinyama have neutralized two suspected terrorists and recovered weapons, motorcycles, and livestock during an intelligence-led raid on a terrorist enclave in Matazo local government area of Katsina State. This is contained in an operation report. The Army said the operation was conducted in the early hours under Operation Clean Sweep 3. The terrorists reportedly attempted to resist the troops but were overwhelmed by superior firepower and forced to flee into the surrounding bushes. Kano State government has reaffirmed its commitment to support security agencies in their effort to protect lives and property across the state. Deputy Governor Murtala Garo gave the assurance while representing Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf at the combined graduation ceremony of the Nigerian Navy Logistics College in Dawakin Tofa local government area. Idris Jibrin tells us more.
The event featured the graduation of officers and ratings from 5 different courses, including Logistics Officers Basic Course 37, Petty Officers Qualifying Course 48, Leading Seaman Qualifying Course 48, Basic Qualifying Course 56, and Basic Project Qualifying Course 4.
Hereby confer on you the status of Pass Logistics Officers Basic Course, Pass Petty Officers Qualifying Course.
Addressing the graduates, the Deputy Governor described the ceremony as a major milestone in their professional development. He noted that modern naval operations required not only equipment, but also strong logistics, planning, and leadership. He urged the graduating personnel to remain disciplined and committed to their values of honors, loyalty, and selfless services as they proceed to their various postings.
Your graduation is a testimony to your perseverance, discipline, commitment, and resilience. We should be proud of this achievement as it marks a significant milestone in your career progression within Nigerian Navy.
The Deputy Governor also reiterated the state government's commitment to supporting initiatives that promote peace, security, and national unity.
His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, recognized the critical role played by the Army Force of the Nigerian in safeguarding our nation. He deeply appreciates the sacrifice made daily by officers and men of Nigerian Navy and the other security agencies.
Earlier, the Commandant of the Nigerian Navy Logistics College congratulated the graduates, describing the training as a blend of professional instruction and military discipline designed to strengthen competence and leadership in naval operations.
Over the past months, you have navigated with an intensive and structured program that has blended professional instructions with military training designed to deepen your technical proficiency and strengthen your leadership potentials.
In a related development, the Deputy Governor inspected several completed projects executed by the Chairman of Dawakin Tofa Local Government Council, Mukhtar Anas Maliki, in different parts of the local government area. From Kano, Idris Jibrin, Global Television News.
The People's Redemption Party, PRP Northwest Stakeholders Forum, has alleged that nomination forms for all 69 elected positions in Kano State were purchased by an individual allegedly linked to former Kano State Governor, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Addressing a news conference at the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) Secretariat in Kano, The chairperson of the PRP Northwest Stakeholders Forum, Abdul Kadri Musa, threatened legal action against Senator Kwakwaso over alleged interference. Global TV's correspondent Idris Jibril tells us more.
The controversy erupted during a press conference held at the Nigeria Union of Journalists Secretariat in Kano, where the chairman of the PRP Northwest Stakeholders Forum, Abdulkadir Musa, accused Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of attempting to interfere in the internal affairs of the party. According to the forum, the alleged purchase covers nomination forms for the governorship, National Assembly, and Kano State House of Assembly elections.
It has been confirmed that nomination form for all the 69 elected positions under the platform of People's Leadership Party have been purchased by one individual who is not even a member of our party.
The PRP described the development as a threat to internal democracy, warning that it could deny genuine party members the opportunity to contest elections.
We are particularly disturbed by reports linking Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso to this exercise. We wonder why Rabiu Kwankwaso will seek to have the nomination tickets of several political parties on his control.
The forum appealed to Senator Kwankwaso to allow political parties to operate independently and warned that it would seek legal redress if the alleged interference continues.
The interference should continue, and we have no option but to take legal action. Depending on the integrity and the independence of the political parties.
Efforts to obtain response from Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso regarding the allegations were unsuccessful as of the time of filing this report. However, the PRP says it will release additional documents to support its claims as the controversy continues to generate political reactions ahead of preparations for future elections. From Kano, Idris Jibrin, Global Television News.
Former National All Progressive Congress Chairman Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje has congratulated Rabiu Shaibu on his victory by election, which saw him emerge as the member representing Dawanking Gudu, Warawa Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Ganduje described the victory as a clear demonstration of the confidence and trust reposed in Shaibu by the people, expressing optimism that he will provide quality representation and advance the interests of his constituents at the National Assembly. And the former APC national chairman said the outcome of the election further reflects the enduring support for the All Progressive Congress at the grassroots and the electorate confidence in the party's commitments to good governance and effective leadership. He urged the lawmaker-elect to remain committed to accountability, inclusiveness, and service, while wishing him a successful and impactful tenure. The federal government has approved the release of 21.2 million naira in outbreak investigation and response funds to each state to strengthen preparedness against Ebola virus disease, EVD, and other public health threats. This is contained in a statement made available to newsmen by Ado Bako, Assistant Director, Information and Public Relations, Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in Abuja. Bako also said the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare approved the disbursement of 50% of the state outbreak investigation and response fund allocation. The federal government has stated that forced displacement in Nigeria has transcended humanitarian emergencies to become a complex development, security and governance challenge that required integrated institutional responses. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, disclosed this in Abuja during the commemoration of the 2026 World Refugee Day, which also marked the 75th anniversary of 1951 Refugee Convention. Akume, representing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, reiterated Nigeria's dedication to international commitments despite immense pressure on national resources. You are watching the live broadcast of News Prime. News Prime continues after this weather forecast, plus business, foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Thank you for joining us. While the atmosphere remains quite saturated from recent rainfall activity, few showers continue to occur across parts of the northwest, the north central and parts of the southern region. But for Tuesday, rainfall is expected to remain generally light across much of the country. Northern and north central areas will experience isolated light rains and thunderstorms, with early morning activity likely over parts of Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto, some parts of Niger and Kwara states in the central region. By the evening, isolated thunderstorms may develop over Taraba, some parts of Adamawa, some parts of Kaduna, Bauchi, and north central region as well. For the south, intermittent light showers are expected to be more widespread, affecting most areas within the southern half of the country, including the southeast, the southwest, and the south-south region throughout Tuesday. And that's your weather outlook. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is News Prime on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In business now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, is on course to achieve its year-end external reserve target, with the country's gross reserves rising to about $51.04 billion. Data from the Apex Bank shows that the reserve position has been boosted by stronger foreign exchange inflows and improved market conditions, bringing it to its highest level in nearly 17 years. Now, the development strengthens Nigeria's ability to support the Naira, meet external obligations, and enhance investor confidence in the economy. Fuel prices have started declining at several filling stations following Dangote Refinery's recent reduction of its ex-depot petrol price. Major marketers including Externa, Nimco, AA Rano, and Rano Oil have adjusted their pump prices downward to between 1,280 Naira and 1,300 Naira per litre, from about 1,340 Naira per litre. The reduction represents a price cut of between 35 Naira and 55 Naira per litre, offering some relief to motorists and other consumers. Across Nigeria, families are under pressure as prices continue to rise, from food and transport to rent and healthcare. Now, the cost of living is increasingly daily, forcing many households to cut back and adjust spending. In this report, Sadia Yakubu examines how inflation is affecting families and how they are coping. The report.
A visit to the market has become difficult for many residents. Prices of basic items like rice, cooking oil, vegetables, and household goods have jumped sharply in recent months. Many families say their income now buys far less than it used to. Small business owners are also feeling the pressure. Rising operating costs are forcing price increases, leading to fewer customers and lower sales.
The situation in Nigeria now is terrible. A lot of things have increased: petroleum prices, foodstuff, rice, drinks, and these are the basic things that the common human needs to survive. Like let's not even go into petroleum, let's go into feeding. And most of the prices, most of the drinks, the rice, everything has increased because of the effect of the petroleum on the goods. How? Transportation.
Economists say inflation happens when the prices of goods and services keep rising, reducing the value of money. They warn that if it continues, low and middle income earners will suffer more financial strain. Increasing transportation fares have further deepened the pressure on workers and students who rely on daily commuting. Parents say the struggle is now tougher, balancing food, school fees, healthcare, and rent all at once.
Price of transportation is increased while people cannot move from another place to another place like before. Now, if you want to go Kaduna, instead make you spend 3,000 from Abuja to Kaduna, now you spend like 10,000 naira at least because of the fuel price increase.
Despite the pressure, some families are finding ways to cope. Many are taking one-side jobs, growing food at home, sharing transport costs, and tightening their monthly budget.
Before you buy any small market, now you carry some little money that you have, you cannot buy anything. You used to make us to be borrowing. So that to grow, we're coming down. So I'm begging Nigeria to help us. Let the price of fuel come down so that the goods will enter normal price.
Community groups and charities are also stepping in, providing food support and relief to vulnerable households. As inflation continues to bite harder, families are being forced into tough choices about survival and spending. While many are adapting, concerns remain over the long-term impact on living standards and quality of life. Sadia Yakubu, Global TV News.
On the foreign scene now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israeli forces will remain in southern Lebanon for as long as necessary, insisting the deployment is needed to protect communities in northern Israel. Netanyahu also defended Israel's military operations in Lebanon and said he will not allow Iran to acquire nuclear weapons. Mukhtar Qasim tells us more.
Speaking at the JNS International Policy Summit in Jerusalem, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israeli troops would continue operating in a security zone in southern Lebanon and vowed to maintain pressure on Hezbollah. He said the Israeli government remained committed to protecting residents living near the Lebanese border and would not withdraw forces until security objectives had been achieved.
We don't have a war with Lebanon. We have a war with Hezbollah, who terrorizes Lebanon and seeks our destruction. And when that proxy of Iran is no longer a threat, when it's dismantled, when it's disarmed, yes, we'll have peace with Lebanon, and I look forward to signing it.
Netanyahu also reiterated his opposition to Iran's nuclear program, saying he would not permit Tehran to obtain nuclear weapons while he remains prime minister. He argued that recent Israeli and US military actions had significantly weakened Iran's capabilities and reduced what he described as an existential threat to Israel.
We prevented Iran from carrying out a plan to annihilate us, and today they would have had a nuclear weapon, an atomic bomb to do so. We prevented that from happening. We removed an existential danger. And had we not acted in Operation Rising Line and then in Operation Roaring Line, Iran would have had atomic bombs, and let me tell you something, they would have used them. That's what we prevented.
The Israeli leader also defended military operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon, saying Israeli forces were targeting militants while attempting to minimize civilian casualties. Netanyahu said Israel's conflict was with Hezbollah rather than Lebanon and expressed hope that peace could eventually be achieved if the group were dismantled and disarmed. Lebanon's health ministry says Israeli attacks since March have killed more than 4,000 people and wounded thousands more, with Hezbollah saying the casualties include its fighters. Mukhtar Qasim, Global TV News.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced his resignation after less than 2 years in office, bringing an end to a turbulent premiership marked by policy reversals, political controversies, and declining public support. Starmer says he will remain in office until the Labour Party elects a new leader, with the transition expected to be completed before Parliament returns from its summer recess in September. Over again to Mukhtar Qasim for details.
The announcement marks a dramatic turn in British politics, with Keir Starmer stepping down as leader of the Labour Party and Prime Minister less than 2 years after leading the party to a decisive election victory that ended 11 years of Conservative rule. Speaking outside number 10 Downing Street, an emotional Starmer said every decision he has taken was guided by what he believed was in the best interest of the country and pledged to ensure a smooth transfer of power to his successor.
has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision.
Starmer said the process of electing a new Labour leader would begin in July and confirmed he would remain Prime Minister until the contest is completed. His resignation follows months of mounting pressure fueled by policy disputes, high-profile resignations within his government, and criticism over a number of controversial decisions that weakened public confidence in his administration.
Remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete. And I will do everything I can to ensure an orderly handover of power.
Attention is now turning to potential successors, with veteran politician Andy Burham widely viewed as a leading contender after securing a return to Parliament in a recent by-election. The resignation will make Starmer the latest in a long line of British leaders to have left office during a period of political instability that has seen the United Kingdom cycle through 7 prime ministers in the past decade. Mukhtar Kasim, Global TV News.
In sports news now, the 2026 Imo State League gets underway at the Dan Anyang Stadium training pitch in Owerri, with teams set to begin their quest for state football honours. The opening fixture between Umar Kumal United and Heroes FC have been postponed, while Akobo United will face Makan FC, Hawks FC take on Zenith Stars FC, and KHP FC battle Galaxy FC in the remaining matches scheduled for the opening day. Moving on now, in sports, Manchester United has taken a major step towards realizing its ambitious plan to build a new world-class stadium, securing the majority of the land required for a 100,000 capacity arena near the iconic Old Trafford. A statement on the club's official website states that it acquired a 25-acre site located approximately 350 meters northwest of the current stadium. The move clears a significant hurdle in the club's long-term vision to transform the Old Trafford area into one of the most dynamic sporting and entertainment destinations in the world. Now to end News Prime, here's a quick look on our top stories again. We brought you that former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has again appeared before the Federal High Court in Abuja as trial continues in criminal cases instituted by the federal government. In sports, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) is on a course to achieve its year-end external reserve target, with the country's gross reserve rising to $51.04 billion. And on foreign scene, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's Prosperity Party has secured a landslide victory in the country's legislative election. And finally, in sports, the 2026 Imo State League gets underway at the Dan Anyang Stadium training pitch in Owerri. And that's it on News Prime. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, Star Times channel 276, and Free TV. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @GlobalTVNG. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching.